I could have sworn I had this for vertical, and it told me to rotate it. Hello, and how are you doing? I just had my alarm set for quarter of, so as usual, I am exhausted and half asleep. But we have some Mountain Dew here. I kind of want to jump in, but then I also know that YouTube, hey Grace, needs time to notify people. Y'all, I'm exhausted. Oh boy. So I guess I will just do the intro anyway for people who aren't here yet. Hey Melissa. So yeah, we're going to do the intro for new people, and whoever's watching the replay. And I'm gonna sip some Mountain Dew. Oh, Melissa's saying hi to you, Grace. This is water in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put on cake batter chapstick. I feel like I'm in slow motion, which I usually do when I wake up. Gosh, I'm exhausted. I am so glad, y'all, we made it. This is the last live of our week of lives. This has been rough. This has been really rough. The intro. Hello and welcome if you're new here watching the replay. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why? The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. And the troll part, not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. As you're watching beauty related content, try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool, a certain brand, or a certain technique. Hey Tanya, use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. I hope that resonates with you, and if you are new here, I would love it if you would say that. Would be awesome. I'll tell you now, I'm not everybody's cup of tea or coffee or beverage, whether hot or cold. But we do what we do here, and we built a nice little community here. So I'm gonna grab my lotion really quick. And so, two things, if you are new here, you need to know about me. I curse because I curse, and I have an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gargles, and belches. And I do always try to make it a point to say, excuse me, whether I think you heard it or not. So, for today, I know I missed comments. I'm going to let this lotion dry a little bit before I start touching my phone. I tilted my phone so that you don't see the top part of the screen. My black curtain should be here. It said the 26th, and then now it's saying the 27th, but who knows what's going to happen, because there's like talks of strikes and all sort of stuff. I ordered it from Amazon. My Dr. Dennis Gross order came in. This is the mask, the eye mask that I was telling y'all that I purchased that cost me $9. And so I'm going to try it. This says Lift and Repair Eye Mask, Derma Fusions. And this moisturizer I put on says Derma Fusions Blur plus Repair Cream. So I think it might be okay for me, like, to use it and not have a bad reaction. So I did get the two. I'm doing this because my eyes are tearing. So I'm just like dabbing my inner eye, my tear duct area. The 2 packets of the pills, that the alpha beta pills I told you about came. So I have those sorted. So those are gonna go to a good home. And this was a free sample that I didn't know I was going to get. The Triple Correction Eye Serum. And I do use this anyway, but this one I will keep for travel. So it's nice. And the container isn't that big anyway. And so, yeah, let me go read the comments. Y'all, I am tired. I got up around 3 and I felt okay. And I was hungry. So I got up and I ate breakfast. I went downstairs because most of my deliveries from BJ's, if they were not perishables, I left them in my vehicle because I cannot carry like heavy stuff up and down the steps. Well, up the steps, I should say. And so I brung up the perishables and put those away. I still need to separate my ground chicken and put them in separate bags and put them in the freezer. So I went down today and got some of the canned stuff, and it wore me out. And plus, I was still just tired, so I set my alarm for 7:45, and I dozed off around 6. And so I'm glad this is over. And this has been wearing me out, like seriously. Sarah says she's not. Oh, hey Tanya. So I made it through. Yeah. And tomorrow I can't even like rest all day because I'll be down at the Playhouse. And so Sunday will be my day off, and then we'll be back for our regular Monday live stream. And I'm thinking I will be okay with that. It's just this every day. And I know I've done lives 2 days in a row before, and that's been okay. But like by the third day and the fourth day, I'm done. I'm just very exhausted. Excuse me. Melissa, hey Alicia. Melissa says she's not feeling so great. Received a pain shot in your back, and I'm hurting pretty bad. That's horrible, like to get a pain shot and then you're still in pain. So don't mind me if I just lurk in the background and I'm not so chatty. That's fine. I'm just glad you're here. And I've seen thumbnails. I might have mentioned it last night. All of my days and all of these lives are blurring together. One of the thumbnails was like, is Amazon going to go on strike or something? So I don't know if they're playing around. I just think they're just, whoever the decision makers are just trying to make sense out of what's happening. And they are really saying, well, they're really thinking, not Amazon, but just in general, people who follow politics, they're thinking there is going to be a government shutdown. But yeah, y'all, it's just a lot of craziness happening. But this is what the majority of America voted for, so. And it's unfortunate that all of us have to deal with the consequences. And so I was annoyed at some of the, and this is not about politics, I'm just rambling because I'm tired and I can't focus. A lot of the FAFO videos and people commenting, I hope they get what they deserve. To me, that's stupid because all of us are going to deal with the consequences, not just those who voted that way. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, we're all finding out. And then there's other stuff coming out. That one of the things with, let me get started with the face. One of the things with the bill that, he killed was restricting trade or whatever from China. And then I was watching Midas Touch today, and he was saying how that China bought up a lot of Trump properties since Trump has become the president-elect. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, that just adds another piece to the puzzle also on why Trump now is saying, TikTok is good. Because remember there was that thing with, possibly, the ban on TikTok. Now Trump is saying he's against it. And so I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. So he does have ties personally and business-wise with China. So it's just a lot of little tidbits is starting to make sense on why, on top of him being all up Musk's ass, a lot of stuff is starting to make more sense. Of like, well, why would he not want to restrict stuff with China? And the thing with TikTok, if you didn't know, was that there was information leaks or possible information leaks or breaches or whatever. So that's why they were going to ban it for national security reasons for United States. And so, and it's just really amazing to me how, like, he just doesn't care. And, like, Musk doesn't care. Like, there's no care for us common folk. It's just about him and his billionaire friends. And as we know, Elon Musk became more of a wealthy person. They're saying he's the wealthiest person in the United States. Well, actually, in the world, they're saying. And most of that came from Tesla, from those electric cars. And it's just amazing to me how, even though you're worth like $3 billion or however many billions, you're still doing stuff to get more money and not pay taxes. He will never spend all that money in his lifetime. And I'm just like, I just don't get it. That's just straight up greed. You want more than you can ever even spend, even at this point. So I'm just like, this is really just fucked up. But anyway, that's that. So what we're using today, from our Trash or Treasure, because Sandy, my 32nd day one, she had another idea, suggestion, request for, because members get to make a request, and she has said, wait a minute, was it Sandy? I think it was. Was it Nina? I think it was Sandy. I don't know. It was either Sandy or Nina, and of course on my notes I didn't write down who, and it's in my phone, so I can't really look right now. They suggested, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just exhausted, and my brain keeps not wanting to form sentences. Words are hard right now. To use my oldest products and or products I avoid. So whichever one of them requested that, that's what we're doing with Trash or Treasure. And so we have Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed that I have never used. The only time it's been opened is me looking at it, and it was in my Safari, oh my god, my Macari store, along with Mally Beauty Best Dressed Lids. And then I took them out of my Macari store, and I'm like, oh, I'll put them in my kit. But then I decided I wanted to use higher quality stuff for my kit. So I had thought to just toss these, and I'm just like, let me just use them. Hey, Kat, I'm doing exhausted. Last day, absolutely. I'm so excited for that. My alarm was set for 1:15, and so I've only been up right now in about less than 30 minutes, and I'm exhausted. So we're going to do a look with both of these, and this is what Mally looks like. And this is an okay palette. It's not the depth that I like, but it does look like it has some potential. This looks like, to me, it could be like a light grungy look, and this green as well. And if we're thinking again about you were just sleeping for 2 hours, so the same. Yeah, I had those back off at 6, and then I'm like, let me set my alarm like just before the live. But this quad, that can be a really nice, easy, simple look. Of course, this little somewhat grungy, and you can use these for a look, and these for if you want to deepen it up. And I'm just hoping that my lids agree with it. Not so fun fact, after I show you Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed, and I did write out a look, and we're going to be using 3 shades from Beauty Bakery and 5 shades from Mally's palette. And so this is Beauty Bakery. It looks pretty decent. This one and this one are mattes. The rest are shimmers. And so we're supposed to be doing a shimmery look today. I don't know how shimmery is going to be, because I don't know, because even the shimmers in here don't look dark. Well, I should say bold, but we're going to see. But this definitely, the lighter ones I do think will be shimmery, and not that dark shades can't be shimmery. I'm trying to get the glare off of all of the colors so you can see them. So we're going to see. And we're doing a black lip. I do remember that. And we're going to take that out right now. So, fun fact. Hey, Locke. Listening as you get ready, multitasking. I appreciate it. Thank you. Those plantain chips I ate last night. Y'all remember those? Let me go ahead and do my concealers. Do y'all remember those? Those plantain chips from last night? Yes, no, maybe so. Well, I woke up with hives today. And that's the only thing I've eaten that I haven't eaten. And I know you guys are saying you had plantain strips like a week ago. I know. I looked at the ingredients on the plantain chips, and it says plantains, palm oil, and sea salt. All right, so I'm like, damn, maybe I have an intolerance to palm oil. So I went on BJ's website to see what the ingredients were to the plantain chips, and the ingredients for that, because I didn't get hives when I ate those, and it was plantains, vegetable oil, natural flavors, and salt. So I said, you know what? I'm freaking insensitive or intolerant to palm oil. And so I messaged my doctor at the VA and asked that he put that on my allergy list, and also that it gave me hives. And also I found out, because I was Googling, that there's other names for palm oil, and they make other stuff with palm oil derivatives, and some include medications. And so it's in cough syrups, it's in some gums, it's in some candies, and it can be in different medications. And a lady was saying that, her son had a reaction to something, and he had a sore throat, and her doctor prescribed a cough syrup for him. And she said every day, like, his throat was really sore, and he was coughing a lot, and he was, using up half a box of tissues every day. And when she looked at the ingredients, palm oil was one of the ingredients in the medicine, the cough syrup that the doctor prescribed for her son to deal with the symptoms. But it turned out the symptoms was from palm oil. So to alleviate the symptoms, the doctor gave something that has that ingredient in it. But so now she's saying she's really diligent about reading labels and looking up what other names for palm oil is. And she said it can also hide in the ingredient other natural flavors. So I messaged my doctor to have him put that on my allergy list. And also because I didn't know if he would think about it. Now, how yesterday this eye was tearing, this eye is tearing today. And then I had added to the message, I'm also wondering now about medications, because I remember I told y'all he thought that I was allergic to or having a reaction to one of the inactive ingredients in two different medications in different families. And so I said, now I'm wondering if palm oil or palm oil derivative is an inactive ingredient in one of those medications. And so the article that I read, she has said to report to the FDA, because if enough people report stuff, then they'll acknowledge it, and how they have on some stuff now made in a factory that contains peanuts or soy or whatever, gluten and stuff like that. She said if it happens enough, if they get enough reports, they'll start putting that warning on foods. And so I sent myself the link. And I put a note in my calendar for when I'm like alert enough to fill out the report. But I'm just like, damn, it's like but I'm glad that was the only new thing that I had tried and or eaten in a while. And so I was able to narrow it down like super quick. I'm like, okay, this has plantains, palm oil, and sea salt. Plantain chips, plantains, vegetable oil, natural flavors, and salt. So I was just like, wow. So that was an easy one, because sometimes I break out and I don't know why. And now I'm thinking it can also be in lotions. It can be in skincare. And I'm trying to remember what I realized I was allergic to with them eye products I was using before. And I think it was Sarah that asked me, am I allergic to such and such? And when I looked at those products, it did have that ingredient in both of them. And so then I looked at my other skincare that didn't have that ingredient. So that narrowed that down for me, but I forgot what it was. And so I need to ask her about that, because I really forget. But I was just like, damn. Whew. Did I say hi to you, Kat, already? I really can't remember already. Oh, yeah, you did, because you said you've been asleep over 2 hours, and I said I was asleep too. Excuse me, they are sneaky with ingredients. And I don't know if they're intentionally being sneaky, because we know things are called different names or, whatever. But so I don't think they're being sneaky on purpose. It just makes it harder for us as consumers to know what we're consuming. You know what I mean? And Kat's also allergic to fragrance, and many fragrance-free products have a scent. The thing with that is, it can be I think they're saying no fragrance as synonymous with fragrant free. And that's something I had to learn because I'm sensitive. Hey Sylvia, I'm sensitive to fragrance too. But if they can say fragrance free, but certain things have a natural scent. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what makes that tricky when they say fragrance free and we open it and we can smell it. And it's just like, this has fragrance in it. So some stuff will say no added fragrance, which I appreciate because they're acknowledging there's still a scent. We didn't put it in there on purpose, but just the nature of the ingredients. Some of the ingredients have scents, and so it's just crazy. And I hate that luxury makeup is, I don't know. It's, a lot of luxury makeup brands have fragrance. I don't know why they think luxury means you smell like flowers. Like I just, I don't know where that came from. Because if you're washing every day and using lotions or whatever, and then people are using perfumes, why do you need your makeup to smell like flowers or whatever? Like I don't understand. I just don't understand. And Cass says she learns that limonol and geranol, etc., have fragrance compounds. Exactly. And it's because they're mixing up so much stuff these days. Like a lot of stuff is not in its original state or form. They take a little this, a little that, and do this and do that, and making synthetic stuff too. And so it's just like we don't know what stuff is. No, it's nothing that has a natural scent. Oh, so that's just manufactured stuff. It's like, Tanya says she bought chocolates that's out on a container that it doesn't contain non-hydrogenated oil, but the ingredients confirm non-hydrogenated oil. Yeah, so just by nature of what the ingredient is, and it's just, all Tony, we can't win. Did Tony come in? Did I miss Tony? I'm scrolling back up to see. No, I don't see Tony. If you guys are in agreement with my frustrations, go ahead and thumbs up for me. I gotta get it where I can get it. Okay, I'm not understanding Tony because she's not in the chat. All right, let's get this foundation on. Yeah, this eye is tearing yesterday. How this one was tearing. But now I gotta put away that stuff that I brought up from in my car. And there's still more stuff in my car to bring up from when I went to BJ's yesterday. So I asked my neighbor if she wanted the rest of the plantains. And she suggested I take it back and just let them know I had a reaction and get a refund. So I think I'm gonna do that because tomorrow I do have to leave out to go to the Playhouse. But if I leave early enough, I can stop at BJ's. Because I'm like, then I can just get the plantain strips. and what I showed you, they were only $3.99. They were not expensive. The plantain strips, they were like $10.99, but it was 2 bags. But still, I'm like, they were really inexpensive for the chips. And they were so good too, y'all. I was eating them last night. I was watching a movie and I was chowing down. And I remember one of my wake ups, I was itchy and I felt bumps on my leg. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just look when I get up and see what it looks like. And when I did get up, hey, Viva, how are you? Tanya says she ordered a ton of groceries from Meyer. Did you DoorDash it, Tanya? I forgot what I was saying. I know it was something about PJs, I think. I forgot what I was saying. It's been happening a lot this week. I am just so freaking exhausted. Like, please, 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 members, do not request a week of lives again. And I was thinking too, I was chatting with one of my friends last night, and I said, me doing 7 days of lives is not good self-care. And that's what we talked about last night was self-care. But then, you know, it was a learning lesson because I thought it'll be fun. And it is fun. But just, I didn't count on it affecting my sleep the way that it has been. And so this has been a learning lesson, like not to do this again. Like I can do 2 days in a row, maybe even 3. That would be my max. That would be my max. 3 in a row. Because I've done Monday and Tuesday before, and I've been fine. Like no more tired than usual, but I am just like flat out exhausted right now. Yeah, this eye is tearing. So this will be the jacked up eye. How we had that patch on this eye last night. Now it's going to be a patch on this eye. I'm wondering why my phone told me to flip the orientation, because I know for a fact that I set it for vertical since I was going to be over here. And I did go in and edit the title, I think. And I did that for my laptop. And so I'm wondering if that's what kind of tricked it into thinking we were horizontal. I don't know, but that don't make sense. Well, yeah, because on my laptop, all the lives are horizontal. So I'm wondering if that kind of glitched it and put it for horizontal. Like, I don't know what's going on, but let's see. I'm missing chat. Cat said, "Am I pale today? Is the light bright?" The light is bright. The light is bright. And over at my station, I don't have this much light. And so that's why over there, I do look more my color. And my bags do look bigger and darker over there because the light is not as bright over here. And then I have one like these two little lights, which actually I like this right here. Let me see. I like this. And then there's a lighted mirror. So I'm going to turn that off. This is, you know what? This is good too. Wow. I think I might leave the mirror off. And if I leave off the mirror and the other two lights, this is just the ring light in the back. I think this looks okay too. What do y'all think? Wow. So this is just the ring light up top and the two little lamps on the side. But then down here is looking dark. Cat got me playing with the lights. How's this looking, y'all? This look good? Huh. Wow. Yeah, it's the lights. So I turned off the two little lights. I have on a lighted mirror and the ring light that's up there that's holding my phone. So, whew, Lord Jesus. I am trying to think of what to put in the brows today. Let me look at these colors again. And no, I don't remember, like just looking at it, what I picked. And I did write out what we're going to do. So nobody commiserates with my frustration. Y'all didn't thumbs up because y'all understand my frustration. So I'm going to hold these two up together. Whew, goodness gracious, Charlie Brown. So these are what they look like together. And it does look like Beauty Bakery would add a little more depth because it has 3 deeper shades, or they look like, and whereas Mally only has like these 2 over here. So what am I going to put in my brows that'll go with this? I kind of want to just blank them out and put in contemplative state. I think that's what we're going to do. This eye is tearing. So this will be the jacked up one tonight. Oh, boy. Thank you all for being here. I realized something earlier today. Oh, I did season, 2 days ago, I took a chicken thigh out the freezer. And it was completely thawed last night. So I seasoned it earlier today. And that's going to go in the air fryer. And then I just have to decide if I'm going to do rice or noodles. This is going to kind of disappear. Because I put this in my brows before. Contemplative state. And so I'm going to, excuse me if you heard that in my throat. So this shows up, but it doesn't. So maybe I'll do another color like over here. Maybe I'll do that. I am enjoying putting gel in my brows. That makes it look greenish to me. When I look up here, to me, it looks green. But when I look down here, okay. Does mustard and brown make green? Because my hair is brown. Oh my gosh, that's different. But at least the insides don't look wacky because it's lighter anyway. When I was looking at last night's live though, I realized how off my brows were. Like inside was decent, but this one has a higher arch than this one. And so it was like, I was just like, oh my God. What are we gonna put for the outer part of the brows? I think we're gonna take this one. This one doesn't show up too much, but we're gonna put this, and we're gonna use the same brush, which I normally use a different brush when I use different gel liners. So we're gonna put this over here. I put too much on the brush for this tiny area. And I went too wide with that one, but that kind of blends in a way too. I don't like that. We're learning here. There's no mistakes. This is just learning lessons. It's just learning lessons, and we're learning that we don't like these two together. We're learning. We are learning, and I am overlapping with whatever's left in the brush. How are y'all doing today? I know Kat's not doing well. How are the rest of you doing today? And Locke's getting ready for work. Bestie's probably editing. She is the queen of multitasking, y'all. She is a hustler. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. So we're going to put that away. What are we going to do then? We're going to take that green, the Melt Cosmetics green. It's called Fortune. This one. This foundation's looking really yellow with this light over here. And we're just going to go lightly. We're not going to put a lot. This is looking different over those other colors. Okay, so I think these lives where I'm doing looks will be the most complete looks that you'll see in a long time, because I know I had stopped doing them and some of you had mentioned it, and so that's partly why. But after this we'll be back to, I'm gonna do more for the pro channel, the pro membership side of things. It is orange. I forgot how that orange looked before, because we did put this on our brows. I do like a line of contemplative state under the green. This eye is really tearing horribly. The eyeshadow over here is going to be busted. It's going to have a teary hole in it like this eye had last night. So once we get to the looks though, it should be fairly easy. Yeah, because the first shade is Beauty Bakery, and then there's like 4 Mallory shades in a row, so that should go fairly quick once we get to there. And doing the face products, that usually goes fairly quick too. So it's just this part right here, the brows to do. I did a video when I did Janessa's request. That video, the whole thing, start to finish, including brows, was like 31 minutes and some seconds. But I think I used a brow pencil. Did I use a brow pencil? I don't know. I don't remember if I used a brow pencil or I used gel liner. This week has been a blur. It has been a blur. I was contemplating asking someone to take my shift tomorrow night because I am tired. But I was asked specifically if I could work that shift, so I'm thinking nobody else wanted it, or everybody, because people be busy, they do other stuff. I think they look like they're the same. This arch is higher up than this side. I think the inside is the same, and I think the tails are somewhat the same. So not too shabby. And then I'll look at it back and be like, yeah, no. Because that's what usually happens. All right, so we're gonna prime the eye. This eye is very teary. Shit. And there's nothing to do about it. I didn't even put on my inner rims or my lower lash line. So let's take that out. I have out Stay the Night. Well, I have on my paper to put Stay the Night on my inner rims and brows. I think it might be still at my desk because I don't have it here. Unless I dropped it. All right, so we're just gonna, we'll just do Pool Shark. Yeah, it's not over here. Either I put it where it don't belong or it's still at my desk. And I wrote still at my desk. So we're going to take this and we're going to put this. It does look darker here on my side. How's the lighting for y'all? Does that look good, or do I need to turn on more lights? And I do know the lights blow me out. I didn't realize how much though until I just started playing with them here tonight. I think I had done that before, but then I had forgot what the effect looked like. So looking at the chat. Oh, I missed a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Jeepers, I missed a lot. The challenge. Oh my gosh, Viva, you had dental surgery today. Are you feeling okay? That can be intense. Only soft, mushy foods for you and ice cream. Oh, y'all asked him what Tanya got. Oh, okay. I see where y'all are. When I said, I realized that all y'all have been with me like all week. And Kat says it looks better with the light. Okay. Whew, yes, a lot. It was a member request, Viva, and that's one of the perks to membership is to make a request. And so I do the requests, but I did not think it was going to be this challenging time-wise and affect my sleep as much as it has. Okay, thank you, Kat. She says this looks better. Tanya says it looks better. 7 days of live. So that's, yeah, it's too much. But now I know it's a learning lesson because thank you, Viva, for answering about the light. Yeah, y'all have been here all week. I thought about that earlier today. I'm like, damn. I'm like, they've been with me like every day. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Tanya says she's so hungry, don't want to cook. And on a self-imposed DoorDash. No use. A sandwich, Kim is saying noodles. No unfrozen foods at the moment, plus you don't want to go out. Viva had dental surgery. Challenge, take 3 things from your fridge and make something from it. That's for you, Tanya. Hope you're feeling okay after the surgery. Sorry to hear that. And I love how y'all support each other, too. You're a lazy butt cat. Yeah, says Tanya. Viva says ice cream for her. Tanya says she needs to bring her food, preferably some barbecue. Oh, you finally put your tree up today, says Tanya. Who hasn't yet? I didn't, because y'all know I don't celebrate anymore. But, and plus I wouldn't have a tree in here anyway. That's just like too much stuff. And my space is not huge. It would take up walking space. I wait until Christmas Eve, but I had a little motivation today. Haven't put up anything normally, says Alicia. Nephew or daughter does it. But they are grown now. Kat says she's confused. She's here. You're not here and you're here again. I have not seen Tony's name in the chat. Are you acting like me, Kat, when I be acting confused? Well, I don't be acting confused. I do be confused. Ooh, sorry to Tanya from Viva Can tonight. It was rough earlier, but I'm feeling better. I'm glad you are feeling better. Or else our friend with that request. Oh, there's Tony. Hey, Tony. Somebody mentioned you earlier, and I'm like, I don't see her name in here. And I scrolled like all the way through. Were you here earlier, or did you just pop in? Just now. I'm glad you're feeling better, Viva. I had, when I was younger, what was the first thing I had done? Well, as far as surgery, I did have my wisdoms removed. And over the years, I've had 2 root canals, which are painful. Well, you know, it's not painful because they numb me, but when they do the mold, that part is painful because I deal with TMJ issues. And so when they're like, open your mouth and they like jam this huge thing in there, that part for me is very uncomfortable, but yeah. Okay, what am I missing? I'm amazed how effortlessly you line your inner rims. Tanya, you was there for my Still a Junkie 07 days. I've been doing this since like 2007. Tony said she just popped in. So I don't know, like people were saying hi to you and I'm like, Tony ain't in here. And then Kat said she was confused because you're here, then you're not, and then you're here again. So I was just like, what? Yeah, so Tony just got here. I don't know who. I don't know if somebody else's name is Tony. Because some of y'all know your names. Excuse me, like your legal name. And then some of y'all I don't. And so that's why I just call you by whatever your YouTube name is. But, yeah, Kat was acting like me. She was acting confused. Except I don't be acting. I really do be confused. You're still not awake. Me neither, Kat. So what we're doing today, Tony, one of Sandy's ideas, suggestions, requests as a member was to use using an older product I've had or something I've been avoiding. And y'all know I do use what I have, but I took this opportunity to dig into my trash or treasure box, and we're going to pair that hurt my back. We're going to pair Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed, this palette, with Mally Beauty, because I've never used these, and they were in Best Dressed Lids, Neutrals, and Bolds. The only two bolds is these. So we're going to pair these two together. I had them in my Macari store for a long time. Then I took them out to put them in my kit. And then I decided I wanted more, like a higher quality makeup in my kit. And so I took them out the kit. But it was original typo Cat made with my name. Oh, so she meant to say Tanya. Okay. The needle on the roof of her mouth was traumatic for sure. Oh my gosh. Ugh. That does sound bad. Hey, Dawn. I have both of those palettes. Use Mally, not impressed. I'm just hoping I don't have a bad reaction. That's all I'm hoping for. Like, for real. Because, yeah. And I did not take a Benadryl for the hives because they make me sleepy. And I'm like, if I take that, like, I'm really going to not make it tonight. And I think the hives are not as bad as I used to get them because I am double dosed on loratadine, which is Claritin, and I'm on a double dose in the evening of Citrazine, which is Zyrtec. The ENT diagnosed me as chronic urticaria. Urticaria is hives. And so that's why because I was already on like one loratadine, one Claritin a day. And when I had hives that last time for like months, and I couldn't figure out why, that's when they were like, okay, just double dose. And then they added back on the Zyrtec. So I take 2 Zyrtec in the evening, and I take 2 Claritin in the morning. And so I do think the hives I have right now would be worse if I wasn't already double dosed on allergy meds. But they're really itchy though. And so I wanted to take a Benadryl, and I'm like, you know what? No, because I'm really going to be tired, more tired than I am. So, but after this, I'm going to eat and then take the Benadryl, and I'm sure I'll fall asleep. So that's been my day. And I got to put away that stuff I brought up out of my vehicle. Goodness gracious. But thank y'all for being here. This has been quite a journey. Excuse me. It has been nice, like not. Well, let me slow down. Excuse me. It's been nice not needing to edit and all of that, but just to have to be here at a certain time. Where a video I can do any time of the day. So it has its pros and cons. Live stream versus videos. I should be a Fenty lid primer ambassador. I should be a Penzies ambassador. Yeah, I've been using this Fenty for a while. Thank you, Viva. I've always had problems with allergies and sensitivities, even when I was a kid. So like none of this is new to me. But when something new happens, like breaking out in hives, and like, okay, well, the only new thing I ate was those plantain chips. Let's look at the ingredients. Oh, palm oil. So that's new. But I'm glad that I was able to really narrow it down. So I noticed to look at ingredients now, and even skincare and other medications and stuff to see. Well, I don't do over the counter because everything I get is prescribed. But I didn't do my lower lash line, and so I'm wondering now, like, but then I don't. You know what? It wasn't skincare that I had those hives for like 3 months and didn't know why. Because I don't switch up my my skincare. I don't switch up my lotion. I'm using Suave shea butter, cocoa, something. I've been using that probably for like 15 years. And I'm still using it now, so I know it wasn't that. My lotion is the Coty lotion. I've been using that for years and still am. So I know it wasn't that. So, I'm back to really not knowing what it was. But ever since I was a kid, I have food allergies too. Yeah, we did talk about for the plantain chips. I have an intolerance to dairy. I cannot eat just regular eggs. I can eat like cake or bread, which has egg in it, but I can't eat like double battered chicken or double battered fish because of the egg content. And I can't eat like French toast, quiche, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs. My stomach won't hold it within 20 minutes. Yeah, I vomit within like 20 minutes. My stomach is like, you ain't staying in here. And it doesn't even process it. Like sometimes, like if we end up with constipation or diarrhea, it's because our body is having trouble processing the food. Like my stomach refuses to even process eggs. It's like, you're not staying in here. Like, just get out. But my whole life, all my life, I've had to fight. Yeah, I've always had this. So it's just frustrating when I get hives and I can't figure it out. So again, I am glad that I was able to figure it out. So we're going to go into Beauty Bakery first, not fried chicken. No, if it's double battered. Because I had got a salad, this was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, from Salad Works. And they have double battered chicken breasts. And I had that. And like later at night, I was like, and I'm just like, and like I could smell it. So I knew what it was. I'm like, it's that chicken. And I'm like, I'm not allergic to chicken. And so I did call the store because I'm thinking maybe it might not have been good. It might have been spoiled. And so he was like, well, it's our double batter. And I'm like, say that again, please. And then I'm like, that's probably what it was. I said, was it egg batter? He said, yeah. So that's what that was. But he said they pulled it off the thing anyway, just in case that it was something wrong with it or it was bad. And so I do appreciate that. But yeah, double battered stuff, I can't do it if it's an egg batter. So we're going to take forehead kisses. Oh, I need another brush. This brush. So we're going to put this. I don't know why we're doing our transition first. And so we're going to tap first because the Fenty primer for me is a tacky primer. I'm not able to see, it won't move. So I got to get the shadow first. And then I can do this. But I can't just, it won't move. Why am I doing this way? And this is how I wrote my notes. Like, I don't know, like, what I was thinking. But this is what we're doing. No fried chicken. Oh, yeah, and you know what? I don't even eat fried chicken that much. And the chicken I'm going to make, I'm going to put that in the air fryer. And I don't even make a batter with it because even if it's skinless, because of the amount of seasonings I put on it, it looks like it is fried. And it does have a slight crisp to it from being air fried. So I don't even batter when I air fry stuff. And I know a lot of people do. But and the fish I buy isn't fried. And so that's there. So I did what I thought it was going to do, which is just look like it looks right now. So now we're going to go into the Mally palette. I have never used either one of these. We're going to take Cocktail Hour. Oh, for our brow arch? Okay. 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 So Cocktail Hour is this shade. Excuse me for the glare. I don't know what to do. Somebody wrote something. You need to cut down yourself, but it is good. I don't think I've ever used Fenty eyeshadow primer. It's tacky for me, and I sent one to somebody before, or they wanted a giveaway, or I just sent it to them or whatever, and they said it wasn't tacky for them. And then Arlene, from Arlene's unboxing, I think she might have changed her channel name, but it still has her name Arlene in there somewhere. She won one in the giveaway, and she said it's tacky for her, and she's like, she loves it. She's like, the shimmer stick, she doesn't have issues. And I didn't ask her, like, are her lids oily? My lids aren't oily. They're not dry either. But it is a tacky primer for me. So when people say, oh, you need to use a sticky base, the Fenty for me is sticky. And it's like, people be trying to tell you what you need to do. And I'm like, You need to come listen to the Crazy Troll Nation motto here, because we do what we want to. And I do use a tacky base, so there's that. And the thing is, people will say things and they don't know your situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why sometimes I get irritated. And also, it's just a thing where I don't just tell people what I think they should do. You know what I mean? Like, if I know you and you ask me, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't just be like, you need to, you know? So I'm just, but that's just me. Y'all know I think different than other people. So there's that. Eyeliner, yeah, she loves it. She was like, oh, because I commented on one of her videos and she wrote back, like, I'm really loving that primer. Da, da, da. Dion sings his praises. I love that primer. I do like the Urban Decay one too, but like at least half the product was lost. I couldn't get it out, and then when I cut it open, it was a lot of product left. And somebody did say it dries out quick. Mine's dried overnight. I didn't think it was going to dry that quick. And so it was, I used it once and I'm like, it was unusable because it went on patchy and dry. But I do have that for my kit. But I do like how it performs. It's just the packaging just sucks. So now I'm looking at my notes. So now we're going to take After Hour on the first quarter of the lid. So we're still going to use this brush. After Hours is this shade because we're supposed to be doing a shimmery look. So we're going to see. This eye feels like it stopped tearing, but now that I've said that, it'll end up with a patch like it was yesterday on the other eye. And so that's going to go. I never use this because it's lighter. The palette, the color story is lighter than I like. But I said we're going to be doing a shimmery look, and you know, it was either Sandy or Nina. I want to say Sandy. So use something old in my stash or something I've been avoiding. And I don't avoid using stuff in my stash because I keep what I like. Stuff just doesn't get used because I'm using other stuff. Like I keep wanting to go back to Mothman. I haven't used Mothman in ages, just using other stuff. And when I get a new palette, you know, y'all know I'm here and I do swatches and then I bust out looks and run through the palette. Oh yeah, it's still tearing. I could feel it. There was a comment. UD primer was never a favorite for me. Not I, says Nina. Hey, Nina. Oh, she said, okay, so that was Sandy. You requested something, and I have it in my calendar to do it, but I don't remember right now like what it was. Now we're going to go to Dance Party, which is this shade here. So it seems like, well, no, I'm not in that grunge quad. But this is looking like, okay, wait a minute, where is it? So this time I actually wiggled. I liked it until they changed the packaging and the dough for I prefer the squeezy tube. Yeah. I remember back in the day too, I also used to like Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This, that's this shade? I can't see it on my lid, but it's, trying to be nice, y'all. I'm trying to be nice. Excuse me if you heard that in my throat. Well, we are doing a shimmery look today, so excuse me. Excuse me. Taking that first brush, I feel like it's starting to tear upward. I'm only doing this side like this because we did the other side. So even though this is the troublesome one today, whatever I do over here, I will still do over here just to keep it even. So now we're going to take Dance Party. That was Dance Party. We're going to take Romantic Picnic, this shade. So we're going to see if we can get some grunge out of here. This shade right there. Throw it in the trash when you get using it. You gave your niece that Mally palette. I don't know. I will see. Do I have an outer corner? I do have an outer corner shade. And I knew it wasn't going to be bold because it says on the front. Well, she lied. It says neutrals and bolds. But looking at it, the only thing bold is these two colors over here. So, but you know, it might be a relative term because some people might consider this bold. And I'm like, I know it's not my definition of bold. And I know it's not Viva's definition of bold. Viva does dark goth looks. So, like for her and me, and I like messy grunge too. And I prefer like black base shimmers. and metallics. So for us, this is not bold. Is it because the color story is too light or the formula? Is that question for Tanya? This is my first time using it. I think Tanya is saying that for me because she knows I like darker colors. Oh, Tanya says both for her. I can say right now my lids are not itchy or anything, but this is like not even there. So this is on the first quarter of the lid, and then we put this next to it, but these two were like blending into the same shade. Mally lied. This shit ain't bold. I could look at it until it's not. But you know, here we are. Because I did feel like I was avoiding using it. And so since that was a request, I said, you know, we'll use it. So this will be good if I want to just do a look and not care. Because it's like golden and nude. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be one of my preferred aesthetics, but it's going to look nice. Cass says it looks more ethereal. Yeah, and the shimmers aren't even shimming. And it says on here 14 mattes and shimmery eyeshadows. The shims ain't shimming. So we're supposed to be doing a shimmery look, and it ain't shimmery. But anyway. Papa. Oh, we're going back into... Where was I putting that shade? We're going back into Beauty Bakery, and we're taking pajamas on the outer lid. And it actually says pajamas, because the jam part of the word is in capital letters. So this is going on the outer corner. I probably should have used a different brush. Well, outer lid, and then we have an outer V. What the hell am I doing? Oh, you know, I did leave space. Oh, damn it. Y'all see me just hit my face? With the brush. I can say I am liking powdering down last because it does make cleanup easier. When the shims don't shim, it's a shame. Apparently, Mally doesn't understand what bold is. And it's relative because to her it may be. If all you do are like light looks and ethereal looks, that the two darker shades on the end, to them it may be bold. And so this is the first hint of color we got. We're going to bring this over a little bit. She supposedly was Beyonce's makeup artist, and it makes sense if she was because Beyonce's makeup isn't bold at all. She's supposed to be Beyonce's makeup artist. Must have been in the very early days of Destiny's Child. I don't know, but her looks don't be colorful to me. So, so it makes sense. This seems, it doesn't seem dry, but it's something, y'all. It's hard panning. Y'all see that shine? This is hard panning. And I'm actually wiggling. I'm glad I took this out of my Macari store. This is not really cool. But then it was in there for a while, though. So it might just be old. Damn, y'all. This every look that I said we were going to do never came out the way I envisioned it to be. It's a learning process, damn it. We're learning. This ain't it. I didn't know that either. I do know that Scott Barnes used to do J-Lo's makeup, Jennifer Lopez's makeup. I do know that because I saw that. Well, he had talked about it a couple times when he was doing somebody else's face. And when I was on, sometimes he would post like pictures from the past. Color. This ain't it. Brush that's more stiff, like doctors were practicing. Absolutely. And I'm just swirling this one. This one is I'm trying to just get some more color, like inside the V part. Y'all, this ain't it. And it's already hard pen. This is too much work. Y'all know I don't want to work for my shadow. I want it to work for me. And this shade right here, even though it is a little bit darker, it's making me work. It's like a lazy hoe. You pay for it and you still gotta do the work. It won't work for you. I don't like lazy hoes. Maybe her pimp's on vacation, so she's just being lazy today. I don't know. I'm talking out ass, y'all. I am so tired. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. She's on QVC. Yeah, I've seen her on QVC, and I'm not impressed. What I do appreciate about her, though, is that she seems to be who she authentically is. Like, she's a little hood. She's a little bit ghetto. Um, she has an exuberant personality. Yes, Tanya, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you said it better than I did. Just hanging on set. I wonder if she gets paid. Well, she sells her product because that's what she's there to do. We're gonna take this brush that had this this brow bone shade, and we're just gonna whatever's in the brush. I like the brow bone shade with this shade, but that was from the Mally palette. Yeah, this and then I had Boo and a View for Outer Wing. What the hell was I thinking about? Boo and a View, because it's dark. That's why. That's what I was thinking. You like her liners? I don't think I've ever tried her liners. No one says she used to buy everything from Mally. I still use her eyeliner. Really? Yeah, Viva. Y'all. Y'all see this chunk in here? I took the brush and swirled it, and it's making chunks. Yo, this. All right, let me just put it on. No, she hangs out without selling products like she's a friend hanging out. Oh, no. Her business must not be doing well if you got time. Look at this shadow. Her business must not, and it's chunking up and flaking. Her business must not be doing good if she can just hang out on QVZ. Because she would have work to do, wouldn't she? Y'all, this. Damn it. Well, it was supposed to be a shimmery look. A host side chick. This, yes, I'm doing a V, but it ain't showing up like a V. This eye is starting to tear out. I feel it again. This, Nope. No, sir, ma'am, sir. This, well, they are no longer in business. Beauty Bakery, maybe it wasn't selling good. And I got fallout because it's making chunks in the pan and it's falling out. And this is a stiff brush, but I mean, it's soft, but it's stiff. It's good for outer V, as you see. But, that ain't it. And now we're going back to Mally, and we're going to take Music Concert. And I'm guessing for lower lash line, I guess. And that is this shade down here. Okay, I was gonna read Tiny's comment again. And this does have shimmer in it. This is not it's not a bad palette. It's just not my vibe. That's the best thing that showed up is right down there. So we're gonna bring this out here. So this is gonna be like reverse eyeliner. So this is definitely not like the shimmer look I envisioned it to be. And I'm only bringing this out, extending it because it's dark. Because y'all, I need something. I need something. Beauty Bakery sold to another company. I have no idea who, says Viva. So we're going to... Yo, these shadows. And that's the only thing I have from them. And I think it might have came in a subscription box. And I got rid of them again because it was too many products I don't want or I know I'm not able to use because I have sensitive skin. And when you get used to certain formulas, sometimes it's hard to use other stuff. I was going to do something. What was I getting ready to do? We're going back with that brush that had that red from Beauty Bakery. And so I do think that's part of it, is that I'm used to, like Natasha, I'm used to Notoriously Morbid, used to Pat. Even though I don't like her flaky shades, I'm used to them, you know what I mean? And they do show up and they're shiny, but like these, I'm having to change the title, because this is not, this is not... This is not a shimmery look. So that's been another learning lesson for this week. Whatever look I say I'm going for, it ain't gonna be that. So I'm gonna go back to just doing looks, and as the look creates itself, I'll be like, we're gonna call it this. So we're going back to this shade because I wanna get some in here. I did not message the dermatologist to take these milia off because when they removed them before, I couldn't wear makeup for like 2 weeks, and I got too many videos scheduled to do to not be able to do makeup for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna wait, but I'll mention it to her, and I will, if she agrees to do it, then we'll schedule for that. And here's one right here because the blue is not even sticking to it. That bump you see right here. And I'm putting it right on there, but it ain't wanting. But if I put a shimmer here, it just be looking really bright. But I put a dark shade there, and it looks pale. But anyway, this eye is tearing, and it's tearing out here too. I can feel it. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh lord. So that's it for the shadows. I don't have any. TCTN, the Crazy Troll Nation. That's what I call our little community here. The Crazy Troll Nation. I'm just like kind of scraping. The Crazy Troll Nation. And I do the intro and say what it is, like in the beginning of videos and in the beginning of live streams. But that's what it is. The Crazy Troll Nation. That's what we is over here. You like that, Dawn? What did Dawn say? Talking trash with Dion. So where's the N at? Is that for my last initial in my name? That could be it, because these are our trash for treasure products. I should change the title to that, because I did talk about some dumb shit. Well, it wasn't dumb shit, but politics. So that's like trash. Oh, right, I remember now. Yeah. The Crazy Troll Nation. This isn't tearing as bad as this one did yesterday. What am I doing? I'm going to use a blue. I'm thinking I'm going to use that green melt liner, because even though it's green, I think it'll look like what my lower lash line looks like, even though that was like a blue with shimmer. Because my blue that I have is bright. It's more like a turquoise. That might go, I think I like the melt one better with this. And my other blue is what I put in my brows the other day, the shimmery one. Let's do this one. This might look like that. Even though I don't like to match my makeup to my clothes, I do like, excuse me if you heard that in my throat. I do like when my upper lash line, excuse me, goes with my lower lash line. Or when my liner color goes with the lips. And I know I said that funny. When I was watching yesterday's video, I wasn't making any sense. When I was doing the swatches, I had said we're going to go down in columns, but then I went across, but then I skipped the third shade. And then when I swatched the second row, I swatched the middle shade, and then was saying how I forgot to do the middle shade, and I swatched it like 3 times. I was just like, girl. And the thing that gets me, though, is y'all be rocking with me like, we know what she mean, and that's kind of scary. Because I know sometimes I do not be making sense. And I appreciate that. When I say your people will find you, they will find you. Because I know I'm different. I know I think different. And y'all be right here with me every day this friggin' week. Oh my gosh. And that didn't really hit me till today. I was like, damn, this will be the 7th day. And I'm like, wait a minute. And it's usually all of you who are in here now, plus or minus like 1 or 2 people, have been here. So like y'all have been consistent. And you said they look the same. Yeah, they weren't. Because the first time I swatched it, it was one shade of green. And then I swatched the one next to it, which to me looked the same. And so then I went back and swatched the third one under here. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's darker. And I'm like, so I still think I got confused somewhere. And I'll be like, damn, and they be still rocking with me. And I just be making up stuff. And it was you, Kat, right? That was like, you missed the pink in the top row, that third shade. I'm like, we're going to swatch in columns. And then we went straight across the row. I'd be like, what the hell? Yeah, that does go with the lower lash line shade. I don't, I'm like, they be here for it. Oh my gosh. I be watching my stuff like, damn. And that's something that if it was a video, I would have put over here in a text and with letters saying like what it was that I had meant to say. But live streams, I don't notice it until like I watch it back and I be like, we're gonna do our brows, and then I put on eyeliner like underneath or something. And I just be, and you can't go back and fix it because it's live. Yeah, so videos I do like put up here like what it is I'm trying to say or meant to say. But I'd be like, girl, you just be talking out my ass. And I'd be so convinced what I'm saying. Hey, we're gonna come down in columns and go straight across in a row. Oh, we're gonna do our, and I think I had said something about we're gonna do our lash line, and then I put the lipstick on. I was like, girl, that is not your lash line. It's your lip. Oh my gosh. And y'all be trying to help me. Y'all be like, such and such. I be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What? And after the fact, it'd be funny because y'all be right here rocking with me and I just be all over the damn place. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna change the title to this because this is definitely reverse eyeliner. This is, and I do like the reverse eyeliner look. So I am glad that this eye is tearing, but I can't tell. Oh, it's coming down. Y'all see all of that? It's tearing downward. I forgot to try. And I say that a lot too in live, especially this week because I've been so freaking tired. I'll say something and then be like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Like, y'all, this week has been rough. This is a brush that had that blue on it. This Milia is looking crazy because it looked like ain't no shadow on it, and I keep putting shadow on it, but it's not sticking to it. So we're gonna put. Oh, you know what? No. Let's powder down the face. We're gonna move quick. We're gonna be lazy and use one brush. I'm picking one of the two smaller ones at random because I can't store them with the larger ones. And this one is Fire Moon. Okay, somebody said something to Viva. You're a goofy hot mess. All the time. I crack myself up. I be laughing at myself when I be watching my videos and stuff. I be cracking up like, oh my God. Or like when I'm hyped about something, I be like, this motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. I be sitting there watching like, oh, damn. I went the fuck off. Oh my gosh. Oh, because Kat said she said I missed the pink because I wanted to see the pink. And I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I have a problem doing that. When you said pink, I had a flashback to when the video when Sandy was saying, what was it? It was green, brown, and orange. When I was mixing the top row in my Trio Chrome Quint palette. And I'm like, can I have a full sentence, please? Because she was giving like 2-word answers. And I was like, I don't know what she's saying. But then once I figured it out, it was like, oh, like it was so simple. But because I didn't know what she was saying, and I'm trying to put together, you know, two words and trying to form a sentence with 3 different comments. That's what I had a flashback of that, Cat, when you said the pink. I looked at your comment and I was like, what do you mean? I said, and I always tell y'all, I be like, don't do this to me because y'all know I'm easily confused. I need like a whole sentence. And I get it though, you know, with live streams, you know, you just, you know, type in your comment really quick. But I was like, and I hesitated before I even said anything because I read it and I'm like, and in my mind, I'm thinking pink. And then I'm like, I don't know what you mean. But then when I was saying whatever I was like, oh, I skipped the pink. So it just took me a minute. But I was just like, and I probably did this with my brush too, like, well, no, because I was doing eye swatches, well, face swatches. But I was like, pink. I love y'all, because y'all, Oh my gosh. So Fire Moon, we're going to use the same brush. Even though the shadows were challenging, you created a pretty look. Thank you, Tanya. And Kat said, I love goofiness, so you're in good company. I cannot help but to be... Damn it. I meant to pick up a bronzer first. That's why I went like this first, and I'm like, that ain't bronzer. Even though it kind of looked like it could pass for it for me, kind of, sort of. So we're going to... I think it's strange that even when I'm lazy and I use one brush, I go dark to light, and you would think use the lighter one first because the darkness of the bronzer may transfer like up here where I do the highlighter, but it doesn't though. And I don't know if it's just her products and the way they work or what. And so I'll do bronzer first and then use the same brush and do blush and then use the same brush and do highlighter. And like each, oh, look at that running. So I think that's just ironic how thank you, Viva. And so I'm just going to use just one blush. I'm going to just pick one bronzer. I'm going to just pick up one. And I picked up Beijing Gal from Fenty. This was that. When I did Grace's request, her member request, and I think she was trying to get me out of my cheek situation, which is what I call when I use a blush, bronzer, and highlighter from the same brand. Because she has said a House Labs, bronzer, Sigma blush, and Sigma highlighter. And while I was pulling the products, I'm like, she messing up my cheek situation. But I liked it though, because I can say I am predictable. And it did feel nice, like mixing products, you know what I mean? And not always just using like the same brand, the whole same brand for my face. Gonna pick a highlighter at random. The only one that's not gonna be random if I pick it would be Fenty, because I can tell the shape. So this at random is Golden Pyrite from I was gonna say Hourglass. I was like from House Labs. And so for this, so y'all saw me do the blush first, then the bronzer, and now we're going to use the tip of it for highlight. And it doesn't mix the colors. And so I'm like, I would think that like this would come out dark because it has bronzer and blush on it, but it doesn't. And it never does. And so I don't know if that's a testament to the product or what, but you know, you see the highlighter, you see the blush, and you see the bronzer. Because you would think I would go the other way around, do highlighter, blush, and then bronzer, go from light to dark. But y'all know I'm weird, but somehow it just works, like the order I do things. We're going to randomly pick an Hourglass finishing powder, and we picked up Mood Light. I gotta do something with shit. Damn. And I already powdered down. This brush has nothing on it. I'm turning it over to the dry side, and we're just tapping all the way across. It looks blown down, which I do like that look. And since the brush is wet, and we did that on this side isn't tearing, but we're going to do it. So at least to try to get them the same, which is not, because this is down way far. So let's do this to try and bring it down. It ain't working. I am so goofy. That ain't work. You know what? Let me see. Let me take this cashew powder again. Because y'all know I be trying to make stuff work. Excuse me for elbowing you in the eye. So we're just going to take some of the cashew powder, whatever's on this part, and see if that'll cover it up. Down here where I'm looking, it's not covering it up. But up here where you are, it looks like it wants to. It is just like, ugh. I want to say it looks a little bit better, but it's still messy. And not the messy grunge I like. I think it looks a little bit better, but you can still see a shadow of that color down here. And like I said last night, at least I wasn't going nowhere, because there was like that huge hole. So it teared upward and traveled. This one is tearing downward and traveled. So maybe tomorrow will be tear free. Actually, I'm not doing any makeup tomorrow. So we're going to use the same brush. We're just going to go all over the place with it. We're going to do under the eye first. That's cute. all over the place on the brush because we're going to go all over the face on the, all over the face with the brush. I be saying stuff, y'all. I don't even know what I be saying. I be cracking myself up though when I be watching it back. I be like, girl, like what the hell are you talking about? So this is the face. Did that make me look brighter? I feel like I'm brighter. Do I look brighter, y'all? When I put that finishing powder on, House Labs has a mascara coming out. Are you going to try it? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't, because I have opened now 3 mascaras. So, hey. Oh, that's Hellbent. I was going to say I just saw Hellbent, but that's not. Oh, here's Stay the Night, which I used yesterday. It was hiding. It was hiding behind my House Labs. No, hiding behind my Esom mascara. This is Lancome Sills Booster Mascara Base, which is a mascara primer. I didn't spray my face. I don't think I am, because I'm not going anywhere, and this eye is tearing, so I will probably wash this off, because when it starts to dry, it feels itchy. Lancome Lashy Doll. You have a pretty glow after finishing powder. Thank you, Viva. Because sometimes I feel like I be looking different. That one, the first time I tried it, I didn't like how it looked. And I think I might have just swatched it on a part of my face, because it's described as a sheer, let me see, sheer lavender something. That's radiant like that, ain't it? That's dim like that, ain't it? Mood Light. Mood Light is described as sheer lavender pink. And so when I first tried it, I was like, I don't know. I think I did swatch it, because then when I did try it, when I did put it on, I was like, oh, this is nice. So I am glad that I still tried it. So right now I have 5, y'all, I just went like this and hit up here, and it didn't even show up there. And usually I go this way first to curl the lashes upward and to make sure they're coated. My lashes aren't long enough to do what Tanya does, because I did try it a couple times and all I did was keep hitting my face with the wand. I seen somebody else do that, Tanya, and I don't remember who it was. I was like, oh, Tanya does that. But I'm not able to do that. My lashes aren't long enough. This looks like this wants to stay together right here. I'm trying to break up the family. Yo, that thing with that little orange dude, when he was talking about deportation. And he was like, well, we don't want to split up the family, so we'll just deport the whole family. Even the ones who were documented. I'm like, that is so fucked up. Because first it was undocumented. Now it's like, oh, we don't want to split up the family. That'd be rude. That'd be cruel. So you're going to send back the whole family. I'm just like, this shit is, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this shit up. And I'm just like, yo, he just doesn't care. And I was watching another Midas Touch video today. And the one guy was saying how Trump goes along with whoever he last talked to. Because like he was okay with the bipartisan deal. And then Elon was like, oh, I don't like that, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden Trump's like, oh, yeah, we're not going to do that. Kill the bill. And what I don't like, too, is that both of them, and I'm not on Twitter anymore, or X, which was formerly Twitter. I'm not on there no more. And even when I was, I didn't read their stuff. But some of the videos, they be showing receipts of their stuff. And I'm like, how are you conducting government business over Twitter? Or at least being so vocal about this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, that guy. And they were saying how they've been like together almost all the time. Mar-a-Lago, going out to dinner on a jet. And so that's why they're saying like that's why they're calling him that cat, because he's making the moves and the orange dude is just going along with it. But I'm like, they just flat out don't fucking care. I mean, Trump may go broke because we know he kept filing bankruptcy with his casinos years ago. But Musk, he will never spend that money. And I'm just like, you that fucking greedy? But it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens. And I am excited that But yeah, well, I guess that's the word. I'm excited that some Republicans have flipped. They're like, I'm still Republican, but I'm not going along with this stuff. So even some of them is just like, this shit is crazy. I'm gonna put this on because we said we're gonna do a black lip, and with this look, we can do any kind of lip, even the lip I did last night. I think I missed a comment, but it's just freaking crazy. Yeah, it is. It is a shit show, and it's just like, and there's some countries because I do watch some expat shows. Yup, it is crazy. Buckle up, baby, says the one. And there are some countries now that's like, don't come over here, because that when the election results first came out, they were like, these are countries you can go to real quick, get out of the United States. Excuse me. And now there's some countries that's like, don't come over here. I'm like, damn. Like, I wasn't the one. And what's really just crazy to me is when they'll interview immigrants that voted for Trump. And they'll be like, but we're a good family. Because the person interviewing, you need to move to Italy, says Alicia. I got some blood taken today. It hurt more than usual. And I just checked and I've got a huge, oh man, a double bubble. They messed you up. If they're not good at drawing blood, it will show. So some people that, Hispanic people, Latin people, that voted for him, and when they get interviewed, they were like, well, we didn't vote against our interests because we're a good family and I work hard. He ain't looking at where you work and he don't know if you're a good person or not. But you voted for him knowing he was going to try and deport y'all. And so I'm like, I don't know what that's about. Like, did you not think you were going to be included in that population? Because that's your ethnicity. This side is tearing down again. So I really don't understand like what they were thinking with that. Like, not us. That's the ones who are criminals. But if you're documented, or if you're a naturalized citizen, he don't know who has records or don't. So I don't understand. Think about this. He wants, yeah. And I've heard people say that. It's like, oh, we're the good ones. He's just looking at your ethnicity. So I really don't understand like what they were thinking. He told y'all he was going to deport y'all. And then they're like, my nephew that came over here, he's undocumented. Well, guess what? He might be gone. So like, I don't even understand. Why would you think you would be the exception? Your family would be the exception. And somebody I was watching, one of those FAFO videos, they were like, they don't realize in Orange Dude's eyes, they're black. Like they think they're fitting in with the Caucasian folk. He's talking about he gonna send y'all, and it's the whole shit is just fucking crazy. And just to spice things up, where did I put it? We're gonna put, you know what I'm gonna do? I was gonna put this on top. We did use this yesterday, but we're not. We're gonna put on, this was in the advent calendar from the Seriously Morbid Canada to tighten up the border so you wouldn't even be able to come here. Yeah, countries is like, don't come over here. Yeah, because the videos are like, these are countries that's not letting United States citizens in. I'm just like, this shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, someone was complaining to me about him, and I was like, you voted for that mess, hush up. Right. And as I was saying earlier, I knew this was going to happen, but it's worse than I expected. He ain't even, like, sworn in yet. So it's just like, what the fuck? If I could, I would leave this crazy country. And I think about it sometimes, Viva. I do sometimes think about it. 4 years of madness. Or more, if he gets his way. Because remember he said when he's elected, we won't ever have to vote again. He said that quite a few times. So he wants it where he can just be president indefinitely, which is dictatorship. Or one of the things about dictatorship. So if he really gets his way, which I don't think he will, because you have to like change laws and stuff for that. It is an embarrassment, Nina. It really is. You have to get laws passed to do that. So I don't think he's going to be able to do it. But that was one of his things that he said. once he's elected, we will never have to vote again. So even though it's like, okay, 4 years, if he gets his way, and if Republicans continue to bow to Musk, it'll be more than 4 years. But I don't think that'll pass. But, you know, the way the country's being run and who's voting for who, like, I don't know at this point. Like, I wouldn't put it past them that it will or not happen. Will or will not happen. I got a piece of, my neighbors must be yelling because I can hear her through the wall. And there's firewalls between the apartments. So it's like, why do I hear you? We're going to take this again, but we're going to scrape off and just use the tip of it. And go along our lash line, my lip line. We're making it wider to cover up where it came down. What am I saying? UK friends are likely to come here. Like to visit or to stay? Yeah, that's exactly what he wants and has always wanted. And he has said it multiple times. And the thing with him is that trips me out is that we know he's a pathological liar. But the outlandish stuff he says be the stuff that he really wants to do. So it's just like, what? On the campaign trail, everything was a fucking lie. Except deportation, and we won't ever have to vote again if that does happen. So it's, yes, I do think about leaving. Yeah, and I've been watching channels and they're like, how much does it cost to live here and blah, blah, blah. But I would just need to feel safe as a single woman in a foreign country. But it's just crazy. It's just like, damn. France and Germany too, yeah. And people, quite a few channels were saying Panama, but it's tropical weather over there, and I don't, my body does not tolerate heat well. I love this lip, Viva. I know you love this lip. I don't understand him. He told the truth and thought it was a joke. It's idiotic. And that's what's crazy, because when he talks shit, most of the time it is a lie. When they fact check him, it's a lie. But that stuff was true. So it's just like, what? Shiny black. Yeah. Yeah, this came in the Notoriously Morbid Advent Calendar. And it says Hollow Batgirl. What does that say? Ocean. It is not ocean. Cosmic Gloss Strawberry Jam. But it's just clear though. It just makes whatever I put it on top of shiny. So this is our reverse eyeliner look. Because this ain't no shimmery look. We can say, would y'all say this is still ethereal, even with this red over here? Because I'm trying to think of what to change the title to. If this is ethereal, Viva, how would you describe this look? Because we have kind of the same aesthetic. But one of my aesthetics is goth. I prefer messy grunge, but I do other aesthetics. What would you call this look? Your mom loves black lipstick. Me too. Yeah, Nina says she thinks about that too. How it's just ironic. He's a pathological liar, but the outlandish shit, he be telling the truth. You would go to the Netherlands or Scotland. I've heard, I'm thinking of New Zealand. But, messy glam, says Alicia. What would you call this look, Viva? Messy glam? Glam is there, not there, with a little bit of shimmer on the lid. That's what glam is. I learned that when I was in that program. I mean, it might be messy glam to me, excuse me for smacking, but other people will be like, no, a statement look. It definitely is. And I do like the reverse eyeliner look. I do really like that. When the lower lash line liner is thicker than the top. We can say, well, I don't, but what would you call this look? Because I'm thinking the title is, well, I don't want to say glam anything with this black lip, but it's definitely reverse eyeliner. But I'm trying to think, like, it's not shimmer, so I wouldn't say shimmer reverse eyeliner look. So what would you call this? You just learned ethereal. I could say, But the red makes it not, but we could say that. Ethereal reverse liner look. Because the outer corner makes it not ethereal because it is color. But like definitely this part is ethereal, for real. I'm waiting to see what Viva says because she does goth looks and her looks be bold. And she loves a black lip too. So that's why I want to see what she would say. But and this is my favorite black lippy, Viva. This is MAC's Matte Retro Liquid Lip Color. And the shade is Caviar. And the next darkest shade is a purple, but it's a shimmer. I'm like, why you couldn't just have like a deep matte purple? Also, Sephora collection makes a nice black, but I do prefer this formula just a little bit better. Elegant Goth, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Elegant Goth reverse eyeliner look. Or leave off the reverse eyeliner part. Okay. To me, Goth is like the non-messy grunge type vibe. Because when people be like, oh, this is going to look muddy, I like those muddy looks. To me, that's that messy grunge. Sephora makes a good one too. And they did keep that number and that name, and it's number 28, and it's called Nightbird. That's their black one. All the other ones I have from Sephora before they reformulated, they don't have those same numbers and names anymore. But number 28, Nightbird, excuse me, number 28, Nightbird. And they did raise the price. They're like $16 or something. But a lot of times, not a lot of times, but a few times throughout the year, Sephora collection stuff will be 30% off. And that's when I buy them. And I do have like, maybe like 10. Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 different colors. 14. Just saw another one. All right, Elegant Goth. We're going to go with that. So thank you, Viva. Okay, y'all. This is it. Yeah, that was tonight's topic. Was just doing a shimmer. Eyeshadow look. This is anything but that. Beauty Bakery is going in the trash. So this is trash because the formula. Why the hell is that hard pan? Like, this is the first time I even put a brush in here. The black didn't even show up. Actually, in person, it looks like a blue black. But, yeah. And somebody had commented one time saying a black lipstick is my neutral. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, a hiccup in the belch, excuse me. This was crumbly. It showed up a little bit, but it's crumbly. And this is hard pan, so this is going in trash. This is the first shade we put in transition, which was perfect for my complexion to just look like nothing. But yeah, so that's trash. This one, I'm not gonna say it's treasure, but I am gonna say I'm gonna keep it for now. Because if I just want to, but then still though, if I want just a nice quick look that I don't have to think about what to do, because since these don't show up, the look is gonna look nice. It's just gonna look really basic. I need a nude and I have golden if I just want an easy simple look that's going to look right and I have to think about it. But you know what, I'm gonna hold on to this because I'm thinking to do a look with these because I do like how this showed up on lower lash line, so I'm thinking this might show up like that too, but that's only 2 shades because the rest and it's just weird to me that this one looked like that one. It's just like, what the fuck. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Viva. Because I'm like, because I know your style. I remember when I was on my makeup Instagram, I don't think I've ever bought anything from Beauty Bakery. I didn't. That came in the subscription box and so did this one. Y'all know the brands I buy, and these ain't them brands. But and it does look pretty. But I'm like, it's just too, it's lighter than I like. And we do have that, is it Iconic London palette? Looks like it's light too, but we are going to use that too, just because that's in my trash or treasure box. Oh, okay. And you know what? I knew what you meant though, so that's just weird. I knew what you meant, Viva. Personally, you like the palette, but I'm a lot paler than you. And Lisa says she has some Beauty Bakery, and I think it's just old. Even though I never use it, I did open it to look at it a few times. But this. Yeah, this is somebody's speed. And people do buy her stuff, so... And that's what I like so much about Notoriously Morbid. That's my vibe. That's my vibe. And Lethal, my BYOPs, I made them to be my vibe. And so that's why those are some of my top brands. And my BYOPs from MAC, because they got that grunge, that goth factor to it. But, yeah, Notoriously Morbid, though, yeah. Yeah. So that is it for this video. Shorter than the ones we did earlier this week. We were here for like 2 hours. And this stool is more comfortable than the ones I had years and years and years ago. But still, when I get up, like my thighs be like, girl, what did you do? So I guess they just get stiff when I be sitting here. So we are going to go. So this is not quite treasure, but it's not trash. So we are going to use this again. And I don't know. No, I don't even know what we're talking about on Monday. I did schedule it. I scheduled for our Christmas live stream. And the last Monday of the year, I scheduled that one. So, but off the top of my head, the only topic I remember is the last one of this year, because that's talking about what I learned in 2024 and what my goals are for 2025 regarding YouTube. And I think I threw in a look for the Christmas one just to throw that in there. But it's really no topic, so that's just a chit chat for those of you who aren't doing anything. And I did a poll, and quite a few of you were like, yeah, do it. So I'm like, okay. So we'll just keep each other company and chit chat about whatever. All right, so we're going to go. Thank you, Viva, for popping in and for, what'd you say? Elegant Goth. Let me see, because I'll forget. I should have wrote it down. Yeah, Elegant Goth. Yeah, we're going to type. Let me write that down. Yo, I be so out of it. If I don't write myself notes, I be like, what? And I hate when I go back in a text chat to find what somebody said, but then it disappeared because it was, you know, however many number of texts or MMSs that it keeps, and then it disappears. Yeah, I gotta write stuff down. Elegant Goth. So thank you for that. That's the title I'm gonna change it to. And thank all of you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the chat. And thank y'all for just y'all been rocking with me every fucking night. This is our 7th night on a live. And most y'all in here now been here every friggin' night. I was just like, yeah, it didn't dawn on me till earlier today. I was like, damn, they've been showing up. Listening to my goofy ass. So thank you, y'all. We'll be back here Monday for a live stream. I think I have videos going up over the weekend. I'm not sure. But we'll be back here Monday night, and I forget what the topic is. But y'all will see me then. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me this week, because this has been hard for me. And so I do appreciate y'all support, as I always do. But it's even more so like, girl, how many times you going to put your face on here and chit-chat and say lash line when you're putting on lip liner? I'm going to eat. I did season the chicken thigh earlier. I'm going to put that in the air fryer. And while that's cooking, I'm going to wash my brushes. And figure out if I'm gonna do rice or noodles. And then after I eat, I'm gonna lay back down on the sofa and go to sleep. And also after I wash my brushes, while the chicken is still in the air fryer, I'm gonna wash my face. And so this will be off, and I'll do my skincare. So after I eat, if I fall asleep, that'll be good. I don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta wash brushes. Oh, I gotta wash my face. You know, so yeah, I'll be multitasking, y'all. It's like something's cooking, I do other stuff. But so we're gonna go. I will most likely, oh, thank you, Viva. Because when I did my declutter, I put them in purgatory. I'm like, we're going to put this in the purgatory box and then roll back around to it and decide if it's trash or if it's treasure. So that's how that came about. And actually, everything I've tried was treasure. This is the only thing, well, Beauty Bakery is the only thing that was complete trash. And this is not treasure, but it's not trash either. So this is still in purgatory. And actually I will put it back in the purgatory box. But yeah, so it's been interesting because I'm like, let me just try this stuff and it'll be another like series or whatever. So this is our 3rd, I think, Trash or Treasure look. Yeah, episode 3. Trash or Treasure episode 3. So yeah, so we're gonna go. Those alpha beta pills, my goal is to mail them out on Monday, and I will be out Monday because, thank you, Viva, I will after I eat, definitely. Because I have that dermatology appointment at the VA hospital, and depending on which way I go, I'll pass the post office, and so I'll mail out those alpha beta pills on Monday. Yeah, I found them at home, but them shits are expensive, but they were free because I had points. But yeah, box of 30 retails for $92, y'all. And so both boxes Yeah, they're going out. So that stuff will be mailed on Monday. So thank y'all again for being here. No long goodbyes tonight, because sometimes our goodbyes be like 20 minutes. We're not going to do that, because I do need to eat. Wash brushes, wash face. Food will be done. Go ahead and eat and lay back down. So that'll be that. We'll be back here Monday night. And other than that, you'll see me whatever I have posted and scheduled already. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me really soon. Thanks again, y'all. I do appreciate y'all. Bye. I don't want to poke you in the eye. Where's the X? There it is.